Well, that movie theater shooting in Colorado last week has really shaken Americans. But while some are talking about stricter gun control, others have decided what they need now is more guns. Mark Kelley has that story from Washington.
Sir, anything I can do for you?
Friday's massacre has plenty of people in Colorado talking about guns, as in, how can I buy one? New gun permits in the state are up 43% since the shooting.
The day after I showed up, and there was about 15 people standing out here waiting to get in.
Sales in other states are up too. It's a national reflex that happens after virtually every mass murder in the U.S. Americans rush to buy guns, partly out of fear, and partly out of fear gun laws may be tightened. On that point, it appears they needn't worry.
We will remember these people.
The U.S. Congress mourned the Colorado victims with a moment of silence yesterday, symbolic in more ways than one.
We have introduced legislation to ban large ammunition magazines. And all we hear is silence.
Carolyn McCarthy got into politics after her son was shot and her husband killed in 1993 by a mass murderer in New York.
This has nothing to do with Second Amendment rights. This was made for military, for police. This is meant to kill as many people as possible in the shortest period of time.
Controlled firearm.
Police say Colorado suspect James Holmes was armed with an assault rifle with a magazine that holds 100 rounds, legally purchased. Campaigning for president in 2008, Barack Obama seemed ready to take aim at assault weapons.
Don't tell me we can't uphold the Second Amendment while keeping AK-47s out of the hands of criminals. Good to see you, Ray.
Now, campaigning for re-election, he says existing laws are strict enough, a rare point of agreement he shares with his Republican opponent, Mitt Romney. Tom Palmer says gun laws, like all laws, are meaningless to criminals.
It's against the law to murder people. It's against the law to shoot people at point blank. It's against the law to toss tear gas canisters into crowded theaters. He broke all the laws. So would another law have stopped this?
In the next 4 years, the next presidential term, it's predicted 48,000 Americans will be killed by guns. That's the same number of Americans killed in combat during the Vietnam War. Only this is on their own soil, like a war with no end. Mark Kelley, CBC News, Washington.